Hi, it's us.
Oh, what's your name?
Liz Glazer.
And I'm Jilberto Soto. And together we
We're
are straight.
straight.
Oh, we got it good.
Because I bet.
Oh, okay, good. We're recording.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh my God, it's been a while.
I know.
It's 2025. So we're going to talk about our Project 2025.
Project 2025.
Gay version.
I feel like, yeah, it's like reclaim it.
Yeah, I
Well,
think so.
because
We
also
brand.
like when I heard Project 2025,
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine I'm not the first person to make this joke, unfortunately,
What is it?
but I thought of it right away because like Project 2025, I was like, right when I heard that document, I was like, that is so inspiring. Because every New Year's, I'm always like, I want to do an annual report
Yes.
of the year prior. I
have
want
so
a
much
new
I could
one.
do.
Yeah, me too. I
do nothing.
I've like, yeah, I don't do nothing. But the problem is that the season only lasts so long and there's just other stuff to tend to.
Yeah.
You know, even like I love the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's my literal favorite time of the entire year.
That's such a good week.
It's amazing.
Such a good week.
And we had the perfect day that week because
We did.
that was,
Oh, we went to sushi.
yeah, we went to Sugarfish and then,
We recorded some things for the pod.
right. And then you mostly edited while I talked.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
that
And
gave
but I felt
entertainment.
like
But
I
you
was
also gave
helping.
feedback.
Yeah.
That's also very helpful.
Well, and I provide, I think I'm good at having a nice low hum of activity. I can be the big activity too, but I can also, I know when to like sit back.
Yeah, I agree.
And I can be like fun.
It was chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
You're
enjoyed
welcome.
it. Yeah.
That was me.
At one point, you were like, aren't I such a good house guest?
Yeah, I do think so. Well, I think that was also because somebody recently, specifically Ari Finling, told me that he thought I wouldn't be a good house guest.
Oh.
And I was like,
Why?
First of all, I polled everyone I knew and I was like, why am I a great house guest? Which that's a leading question, but I was like, am I a good house guest? And I actually got some like monologues about like my one friend in LA. This was pre-fires. I don't know why, but I just felt like that was relevant to
yeah,
say.
it is pretty relevant.
I mean, well, but he said that he's like, you're such a good house guest that we miss you when you're not there. And we wish for when you were there because you blend in this way that it's like you live there, but not in an imposing way.
Wow,
And I was like,
that's a perfect house guest.
I think so.
You know when a house guest stays too long?
Yeah, obviously.
Like now when my brothers call me and they're like, oh, I'm going to come over. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
You get 3 days.
Right.
No more.
Yeah. And I think
3 days is like the best amount of time you can stay at someone's place.
Sure.
More than that, I think maybe taking it a little bit.
well,
Would you agree?
these people that I was talking about in LA, I have stayed there for a month, but they invited me for a month.
whole month?
Yeah, it's really amazing.
Okay, wait, how big is your place?
LA local hire. So, but I am because I have like these amazing friends.
Yeah.
You
If
know,
you have a big place.
yeah, they have a house.
Oh, okay.
With
That's
like
different.
children and a dog.
I'm like thinking about New York. Like,
Yeah,
there's only
it's
so much
not.
space that you have.
Right.
But you are a great house guest.
I mean,
And you
I
definitely,
think-
I agree with that. You were like in the background, but
Yeah.
still present.
Yeah.
But like it was comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I make
agree with
myself
that.
at home, but not in a way that's like, who's that? I didn't say you could do that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I have the ability, and this is after years of therapy and thinking about it and writing about it and like, you know, just to, because I can be very meek
Yeah.
too. I have a big presence, but I also know when to be
Wow,
background.
chameleon.
I think, but also like it's taken work for me to not feel in the moments that I'm taking a back seat,
Yeah.
like my integrity is in question.
See, I've learned that too. Like
Yeah.
I'm okay taking a backseat.
Yeah,
You know what I
you are
hate
good
so
at
much?
That. What?
And I got this weekend. I went out with friends or whatever like that, and
Okay.
like we went to this drag brunch, and they asked a
In
question
Miami.
In Miami,
I was watching your dog.
Oh, you were. Oh yeah, you followed me.
Yeah.
On friends. And we were like in this drag brunch, and they asked a question. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, who's getting married or whatever?" And
Okay.
and my friends like him, and they wanted me to
Right.
go up, and I was like, I don't want to go up.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to enjoy the show. I don't want to
Sure.
go up. And they're like, no, go up, go up. And I was like, I don't want that. And they're like, no, you love attention. And that really pissed me off because I'm like, look,
Yeah.
I understand. I like attention when I want
Yes.
attention. There's some days I don't want attention, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
Only because it's not that you like attention, you don't like attention. Everyone likes attention when they want attention.
100%.
And plus, celebrate me the way I want to be celebrated, not the way you want to be celebrated.
Preach, yeah. My bat mitzvah was prime example of this because I had a terrible time. The worst time, okay? Because it was attention that I didn't want. First of all, they kept calling me Elizabeth, which like is my name, but like at school and when I'm in trouble. And when I'm having fun, and now I just go by Liz, but it's like I didn't always, when I was growing up, it was Elizabeth. And at my bat mitzvah, which my parents paid for, the DJs thought to call me Elizabeth. And so they kept being like, Elizabeth, it's Elizabeth. And I don't even know if like if they would have said Liz, would that have mattered? I think it might have helped.
I want to go to, I just want to go to bat mitzvah just so I can say bat mitzvah instead of bar mitzvah.
Oh, sure.
I want to say bat mitzvah.
Yeah, bat for girl.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gendered?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Totally. So, well, that's why like in my joke that I have about, which I don't know what it is, but I got a free t-shirt and I won't stop talking about it.
She loves a free t-shirt.
I do. I feel like if you don't love a free t-shirt, you're not gay or specifically a lesbian.
Do you know what's funny? Bob got a free t-shirt.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't put it business. I don't care.
Okay.
And I was like, so, it's cute. Usually it's a free t-shirt. It was for a celebration of something.
Right.
And it was a cute t-shirt. And then we're doing laundry yesterday and he watched it and I was like, do you still need this? Because when are you going to wear it again? It's for a very specific event.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I don't know. He's like, but I feel like I need to keep it for like a little bit of while before I give it away.
Right. Well, does it fit well?
It feels perfect, but it's just like you can't wear it again because it's just like.
I would. See, I would wear it every day.
It's like saying, oh, this is a shirt. It's Liz's 20th birthday.
Yeah.
You can only really wear it once.
Not me.
No?
No. I can wear that forever.
Oh.
Like I still have my bat mitzvah shirt. And the reason I brought it up is because, so my brother's trans, but my brother, when he was presenting differently gender-wise, like growing up, had a bat mitzvah. And that bat mitzvah had a t-shirt. And I am still wearing the t-shirt.
Oh my.
And it's like one of my favorite t-shirts. And I use that as an example in the story I have about getting a free t-shirt. I did comedy on a bus. It was the comedy bus. No, it was just a public bus. And I was like,
what's Liz?
hi.
I mean.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I'm a great house guest and a bus goer. But So I was doing comedy on the comedy bus and there was this guy who had his birthday party on the bus and his t-shirts were like, everybody on the bus was wearing this t-shirt that said, guess who's turning 50? And I'm looking at this sea of people with this shirt and I'm like, I want the shirt.
Oh,
of course I want the shirt, you know? And then I got the shirt because they had a sex doll that had the shirt on it.
Oh, wait, I've heard this.
Right.
Yes.
But anyway, so when I say this to people in order to bring home my commitment to free t-shirts, I offer that my brother's trans and he had a bat mitzvah and that he's over 40, but I'm still wearing his bat mitzvah shirt, which is like an example of how much I love a free t-shirt.
You love a free t-shirt and also too, it's not wasteful.
I don't give it up.
So that's
no,
really
it's like there's a lot that's changed since that bat mitzvah, but not my commitment to the shirt.
To the shirt.
Yeah, that is unwavering.
Shirt, he's like, okay, like it's time.
I know. Well, I don't wear it out of the house.
Okay, so it's an indoor shirt.
Yeah,
I love an
totally.
indoor shirt. I have like an indoor shirt that's like big and like bigger than you are.
Really?
And it feels so comfy. And
right.
I just love an indoor shirt.
Yeah.
Like, and I have like 4 indoor shirts that I wear.
But you are more disciplined than I. Like I literally slept in this. Like,
oh, well, it doesn't look it like that much.
Hold on. I did sleep in this. I did. Well, I brought an outfit for later.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this podcast wasn't good enough for that new outfit.
I've thought about this because I'm like, well, could I change for the podcast? But there's something about my vibe on this podcast.
Yeah, everyone says it in the comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nobody.
Okay. Well, that I feel cash. And I wonder if part of that is that I'm wearing my sleeping clothes.
Oh.
Like I'm basically in
relaxed.
A nightgown. Yeah.
This is a lesbian nightgown.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, this is like what I wore to drop the baby off at school. It's what I wear to take out the garbage. Like that's because that's me.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but
Maybe
I won't.
one day we should do it in our pajamas.
I mean, I am.
Maybe I should do it. I have this really good like Mexico kind of what we call it a shawl that I wear that has a big Mexican like symbol on here.
I've seen that.
Yeah, you've seen it everywhere. And I wear that all the time because you can twirl in it.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
It has pockets.
I thought it looked nice. To me, that was dressy though.
Oh,
like
really?
this, yeah. Well, I have a confession. So this is not a free T-shirt, but it became a free T-shirt because I bought it, I think it was in 2021 from Bombas, okay? Which, listen, you don't know Bombas? They are sponsored on a lot of podcasts.
Oh, okay.
Maybe one
Not
day this one, whatever. Yeah. But they're good. They have socks and like underwear and shirts and whatever. And I bought this shirt from there. And I bought it as a dressy shirt, which...
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm
you have
always
to specify when you invite Liz anywhere, like
I know,
like you have to dress up.
Well,
like,
yeah,
these are examples.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, because I'm pretty extreme in a way, right? But like, I do think about my clothes despite my outfit. Like my outfit wouldn't give you the sense that I give it any
Jobs.
thought.
Like
right.
It's a Steve Jobs thing, right? Like we're one thing, don't have to make a lot of decisions on it.
But if you're gonna do Steve Jobs, then the thing is you have to
build a $1 billion empire.
And I'm working on it. But in the meantime, you also have to be very mindful of the choices you make about your clothes if they're going to be the clothes that you wear all the time.
Yes, I agree. I have this new rule now with clothes, which is, so I moved in, with my guy.
Yeah.
And we had to pare down a lot because you moved in one place.
Right.
And now my place fits in all one closet. And I threw out a good 3/4 of my clothes. Not throw out, donate, whatever, don't come for me.
Well, they went to.
I also tried to sell my clothes, in that those places you go and sell.
Poshmark?
No, what's it called? Like Beacon's Closet.
Oh yeah.
And I took literally, I'm not even kidding you, 4 or 5 bags of clothes.
Sure.
And they're like, it's gonna take us a while to go through it.
Right.
Get some coffee, eat, and we'll text you and tell you how much we're offering. And then based off of what we don't want, we can keep. Or you can keep it, or we can just donate it for you.
Right.
And I was like, okay. And I bought the heavy duffel bags, like the reusable ones. And we go. It was raining. We spent an Uber. We're like, okay. We put 5 bags in, like 6, whatever.
Yeah.
We go out. Maybe 2 hours later, we get a text message being like, "Hi, this is Beacon's Closet. We're actually not gonna buy anything. Did you want to pick up the clothes, or would you like to donate it?" And I wrote back, "Oh, you can donate it, but we will be back for the bags."
Yeah. Right. Wow.
But it just taught me, I was like, oh, am I buying cheap things? I should be buying higher quality things.
Sure.
So 2025, what I want to be able to do, for me, is being able to, if I buy one thing, I have to take one thing away from my closet.
Oh, yeah,
I want to be like net neutral on the things that I own for this year, clothes-wise.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who does that. I also watched that minimalism documentary years ago.
I love that minimalism documentary.
It's good.
It's so
good.
Oddly,
it made me want to buy new stuff. Because then it's like, oh, there's the minimalist collection or whatever.
Well, it's kind of like the, what's that lady's name? It's like, does it bring you joy?
Marie Kondo, yeah.
But then she was selling all this Marie Kondo stuff, and you're just like, what is going on?
Right.
But going back to 2025 goals that I have. Can I just talk about them real quick?
Yes.
So one of the goals that I have for 2025, and I was talking about this with my friends on this trip, was I want to be a better travel buddy. I'm not a good travel buddy.
Why?
I am way too anxious, and I don't know how to relax. And in a group trip, that's not great. There was no conflicts or anything like that, but I was definitely like, what do we do next? Okay, now.
Oh, interesting.
And my friends were like, let's just chill. We're all in our 30s, and I just have too many expectations of a trip.
Well, what did you want to do?
We did everything, and I wanted, and it's not that I need to do anything more. It just felt, we've talked about this, if it feels like when you have 4 or 5 hours of free time, you want to be super, super productive.
All I do during free time is make lists of things to do when I'm not free.
Yeah.
That's literally what I do. Or I think of spas that I could go to, but I'm not going to go to.
Can I tell you, we've had a gift certificate for a spa for 6-7 months, and we still haven't gone to it.
Wow.
And we need to go. You never go to these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you have a lot of time on your hands, you're like, okay, I'm on vacation. I have 4 or 5 hours. I need to make it worth it. I need to do things here that I normally wouldn't do at home.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, what do I do? So then you spend time thinking about what to do, and then you don't really do anything, and then it gets to you. Like, I have to chill out.
Well, okay, so
I wouldn't invite me on trips. Actually,
I would.
People said they wouldn't invite me on trips.
I would.
You're a great house guest. People say that they wouldn't invite me on trips anymore.
Okay, but I would go away
You would?
with you.
I think we would travel well.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a great travel person.
Why?
By the way. I'm sure it does not surprise you that I think so.
No,
but
we've done road trips, and you are.
yeah, I am good. Well, I feel like I can sit in someone else's energy pretty well. And also, I don't mind just going with the flow. But also, I can plan.
Yeah.
So
I used to
pretty much perfect
in my 20s.
Yeah.
I used to be like, whatever. Like, whatever. Do what happens. I don't need to see everything. Like,
right.
And something shifted, and now I'm like, oh my god, I'm in the city for X amount of time. Like, let's see everything. And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
I think it should be like the opposite.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I understand that. I think, well, let me ask you this. Yeah. At your wedding celebration, like meaning
it's a big build up.
Right. But like you're going to be there for more than just the hours of events.
Yes.
So what are you thinking then?
But see, there I have a singular mission.
Get married.
To get married.
Okay.
So I'm okay with that.
Right.
And
but that's
my
Tuesday.
But my expectation to that is just that. I have no other more expectations.
So what are you going to do? Like, do you sit around at a beach? Do you read a book? What do you do?
That's what Bob said to us. To me, he's like, because afterwards we're going to go somewhere and we're just going to relax.
Oh, okay.
And he's like,
you're going to go from the resort to somewhere else?
Yeah. To relax. Like,
on the day after the wedding?
No, a couple days after.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, just to let you know, I want to do nothing. Like, you need to learn how to be still with me, read a book, bring podcasts, but I don't want to be going out.
Do you meditate? Maybe we should meditate. Oh my God. You don't know how?
No,
First of all, I did transcendental meditation. I went,
no
I
idea
paid
what this means.
Okay. Transcendental meditation is famous people meditation. Okay. And also I did it, like I went to the place in Hollywood.
Of course.
Right. Because when I was in LA, again, pre-fires, for 3 years, I was like, I want to do LA things, right? And one of them was learn transcendental meditation, TM. Okay.
Oh,
but it's the meditation that like Jerry Seinfeld does and Ellen and Howard Stern.
If Ellen does it.
Exactly. So
we know how well she is.
But like it's like the middle of Hollywood and there's this intro session and the guy who's leading it is like, how did you guys hear about transcendental meditation? And it's the middle of Hollywood. Okay. Yeah. Every single person is there because they want to be famous. Yeah. And so I'm listening to the people. It's like, oh, my second cousin's aunt did it and like had a great, I'm like, I heard of Jerry Seinfeld and Ellen DeGeneres and Howard Stern. Like, this is what this is. If this can help me get to some ethereal level. And for me, like, I don't care about being famous, like as such, but like when I think of like fame, I think of, is there something that I could take my level up such that I would be relatable enough to be consumable enough by a mass of people?
Okay.
Right?
That does not sound relaxing or meditating.
I'm a great travel person. No, but meaning like the actual meditating is, I have found when I was doing it, because I was doing it pretty regs.
Wow.
Pretty effective. I could teach it to you.
But what is it?
Off label. Okay.
I get the Trader Joe's version.
All right. I'll say it.
Good.
No. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you have a mantra.
Okay.
And they make you pay $500 for
it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm not saying, I actually don't think that in the world of scams, I think they're pretty low on the list.
Okay.
Because number one, the meditating actually does, in my opinion, work. And number two, they only charge you one time.
Oh.
So you can go to like a variety of things. They have this
it's like a membership, like a one-time membership.
One time. And it's sliding scale.
So you join Scientology.
Okay? Yes, I did. Okay. And by the way, with that, when I was like maybe 7, in Grand Union, the supermarket near my house, they had a Dianetics book, and like I reached for it, which is the Scientology. It's L. Ron Hubbard. And my mother was like, Elizabeth, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm literally taking the book that's at child level. Also, I love that we have this book here. We have not touched it at all. This is Scientology. So anyway, How to Be a Dad by L. Ron Hubbard. Okay, but I found this book for free at a free little library in my town, and I picked it up. And I thought it was funny, and I started reading it.
I think we need to talk about this real quick.
Fine.
Right. Because you told me that Eloise, even though she has two mothers.
Yeah. She does call me Dada.
She does. Okay. Well, she has one mother, one dad. Yeah.
According to her.
But you told me that sometimes when she sees dad, she lights up.
Yes. When she sees other people's dads. Yeah. Specifically like friends of ours.
Do you know what, this is what conservatives think?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
This is what they think.
Yeah.
And so you picked up this book to learn how to become a dad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was free. And I often, like, when something is like a free thing in my face, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to take it. I kind of want to read it. Yeah. Well, I started reading it today on the train. It's like basically nothing. My dad taught me how to worry, taught me how, I mean, he did teach me how to ride a bike. He taught me how to drive a car. He taught me a lot of other things, I'm sure, but he definitely didn't tell me how to bait a hook or skip a rock.
Well, this says how to tell a joke.
Oh, yeah.
And we know dad jokes are like...
Right.
Like the best thing.
My mom taught me how to tell a joke.
I think, can I say what, women taught me how to, I mean, I'm gay, but like...
Men aren't funny. You heard it here first. Okay?
Men never been.
Here's the thing.
It's always the women who have like when they say the gossip, the storytellers, they're the ones you want to listen to the most. They add the extra spice. And
yes,
I think I may have said this before, but like in the growing up, we would go to like one of my aunt's houses, right?
Okay.
And I would always be so excited.
Yeah.
Because not only my cousins there, but when we would go to my aunt's houses, all my other aunts are going to be there.
Right.
And usually all the women are inside the kitchen doing the tortillas, making the whatever, and talking. All the men would be outside because if it was like a barbecue or maybe just outside chilling or whatever.
Yeah.
But the window to the kitchen would be open, and all you would hear is this laughter coming in from inside, where the women were like, "Oh my god!" And then don't tell me this. And I would be like enthralled, and all the men would also try to be hearing too, because they're nosy. At the end of the day, they're more nosy than they are.
That's what's fun.
And that was like my first Broadway play, seeing my aunts tell a story.
Yes, I love that. So
shout out to Atias.
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, I mean, I'm obviously joking when I say men aren't funny, because like there are a few, but I just mean it. Like, I just think it's funny that the thing is that women aren't funny, because I'm like, but women are the funniest.
I think women are the I mean, maybe because again, I was like, maybe because I'm gay. Like mostly only listen to like female comedians.
Me too.
Just because I don't know.
But it's also
like why is Margaret Cho more relatable to me than
I loved Margaret Cho.
Else?
Margaret Cho changed my life.
So gay, I love it.
I love
her so much.
She changed my life because when I was a kid, I had, as you did, a foreign parent.
Yes.
And I would make fun of my dad's accent to his face, and he loved it. And that was like a thing that I did, and I would do it for other people and whatever. And I remember seeing Margaret Cho on television, and that's what she was doing at the time.
Yeah, her mom was great.
And I was like, I didn't know that you could like do that. Like, why would anyone? I'm literally doing that in my kitchen, you know. But that was like a moment for me. But wait, so. We have to backtrack.
Wow.
I need to teach you how to do TM.
Oh, sorry. I was going to...
No. It's okay. But just because...
That's a 2025 goal is meditation.
Well,
I have to meditate 2025.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, dropping this is scandalous.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this is... But this... I believe I can do this. I've done this via text for people. Okay. So basically, transcendental meditation... You get a mantra. Now, you would normally have to go to the place and pay for it, and you can do that. And I'm not saying don't do that, like whatever, but you also can put in your age and get it from online.
Oh.
Okay? And at least in my case, it was the same one.
Oh, wow.
And it's like a word, but it doesn't have meaning. Like, it's not going to work in like, you know, a Scrabble game or whatever. And it's like a sound, basically.
Yeah.
And what you do actively in your brain that constitutes meditation. So you set a timer for 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay? And you... Maybe the first 30 seconds, you're just kind of settling in. There's no sound. There's no guided, whatever. I use Insight Timer, which is free. Okay. And you have the 20-minute bell.
Okay.
And then you have your word, which is your secret. Okay. Except it's on the internet. Okay.
Okay.
And that's what you have in your head to say.
And that's all you say.
In your head. Right. But wait. And here's where it gets like subtle.
Okay.
So your thoughts will creep in because you're sitting for 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
The innovation with transcendental meditation is that you allow those thoughts to come in. But when you have a thought that you're having a thought, as opposed to the thought that is the mantra, which is that word,
Yes.
you then replace with the mantra. And then at some point, another thought will come in because it's only natural. We're human. We're having mantra.
Yeah.
But then what am I having for lunch or whatever
Where's
happens?
my social security card?
Exactly. Right.
God knows.
Yeah. In a
Does my
file
mom
for
still
me.
have birth certificate? Like I have no idea what any of that is.
Right.
These are all the stuff that comes in.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right. But so all of that is natural. And it's just this process of gently replacing, and I don't know if the word replacing would be sanctioned from on high from TM, but basically like having the mantra over the thoughts, but very gently. And it has to be gentle. It has to be allowing. Yeah. Right. And it's just, and
tomatoes.
There's, right. And there's this like diagram that they have when they explain it, which is like thought, mantra. And then it's like, oh my God, that's TM. Because transcendental meditation, whatever, thought, mantra. And that is
You know, all those OLA people were like,
yeah, including me. But the thing is, and of course, it's like, it is very easy to learn. And I'm not saying that you heard it here and that's all you have to do. But I think I was pretty, like, I went to the course, the whole thing. Listen, I got mugged between days 2 and 3 of that course.
Are you serious?
I am absolutely serious. And
Thank God you had your mantra.
I know. I couldn't have been in a better position to be mugged. I was like, first of all,
This is a white woman podcast now. I love it.
I know. Well, I had literally gone to meditating class and then got mugged at gunpoint.
Well, that's probably who they try to get. Oh,
Yeah.
Gunpoint is wild.
I know.
Can you believe that?
I couldn't believe it. It was honestly one of the most exciting moments of my life, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Literally, like looking down the barrel of a gun, I'm like, what?
That is
It's crazy.
wild. I've never got mugged, but like, and knock on wood.
Yeah,
Again, we always don't have wood.
We should just like bring
There's
a ruler.
Yeah, just do what.
This is my wood, just in case.
But like, I was walking down Chelsea one day and it was broad daylight.
Yeah.
And I happened to look at this crazy guy, like just a slight second. He's
me.
like, what the hell? He's like, what? Similar haircut. He's like, what are you looking at? And he pulled out a knife.
Oh,
and
God.
then he came closer to me.
Wow.
And I froze.
Yeah.
I was like, if this guy wanted to stab me, he could. It was exhilarating. But by the end, I was like, I think I have street cred now.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I think I'm good now.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine a gun. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do.
Well, I yelled, just take it over and over again, as though that was my mantra. Honestly, that's what it is. But can you imagine? Just take it. Literally,
Maggie's like I think she has something there. Just do it.
Yeah, but that's what happened. So I had gone, and then they took my phone. Thankfully, I put my keys in my back pocket, which was like really a lifesaver because then I could get into my apartment.
Yeah.
And I had my computer, which was like linked to, because I have a Mac, sponsor of our podcast. I mean, we're talking about Steve Jobs. I mean,
of course, as we should.
We should just announce that Apple's our sponsor. But anyway, so I had my messages and I was able to like text people and whatever, you know. I had some good jokes, I think, at that moment, which was like, I was like, hey, my phone's gone, to my brother. And he's like, where is it? I'm like, I think this guy with a gun has it. Like something like super casual. But anyway, but I was able to email the transcendental meditation person and be like, hey, I got mugged at gunpoint. So whatever. And I remember it was like 9:00 at night that it happened. So pretty early.
Wow.
And then in June. So it wasn't even that dark.
Yeah.
So then I wrote to him, and it wasn't until like 1:00 the next day that the meditating was going to happen. And he's like, you know, you're excused, but like it might be good if you come. And I came. And so I feel
I came too last night.
That what?
Mom?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh. But I felt like it was maybe that's my qualifications for being an off-label TM instructor.
Yeah, I like this.
Is like I literally got mugged in the middle of my introductory course.
And you still went back.
I still went
and it
back.
Helped you. You should be on a commercial for them.
Well, I think I am.
Yeah, you probably are.
Yeah.
Wait, can I go back to this? How to be a dad?
Also, wait.
What?
Now I'm thinking, yes, Ree had to be a dad. I would not be able to teach most of the things. I guess I could teach how to tell a joke.
How to shuffle cards.
Right. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do any of these things, but I could teach how to meditate.
How to survive a gunpoint.
Yeah, gunpoint
robbery.
mugging. Maybe I should write a book.
How to flip a coin, find it in your ear, and catch it off your elbow.
I mean, I guess that could be fun.
This is wild.
This is like for a snowstorm day.
Yeah.
You know, but now I'm thinking maybe I should write how to be me.
Yes, how to be Liz. How to bait a hook.
I don't know how to do
wild.
that. I read that
How
one.
is Eloise going to do anything?
Yeah. Well, probably not because of me.
No.
But
I do. I think I don't plan to become a dad, but this will be in handy for anybody who's struggling to become a dad.
Yeah. I also think like I read a little bit of this on the train today.
Yeah.
And every one of the things, like I think I read the baiting a hook and skipping a rock. They really just focus on the first few on the cover.
There's so much to do about being a dad. Like it doesn't even say like how to ignore your children's feelings.
Yeah,
like
totally.
how to not really talk about your feelings.
Right.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like how to suppress all of your trauma.
Oh my
down.
God. I had such a moment with my dad about that because this was seventh grade.
True dad thing.
Totally. No, it was seventh grade and I had some experiment where I had to blindfold a person in my house and it was like a smelling taste test thing for science. And my dad was home. And so I was like, hey, Papa, can I do this thing? It's for science. And I blindfolded him. And he freaked out.
Of course, he probably has something.
Well, yeah, because he had been kidnapped as a kid.
What?
Yeah. And I didn't know that. And I was 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah.
He freaks out. My mom is like, oh, Daddy was kidnapped. So, like, that's why that's happening. And I was like, okay. But it was so scary that he was as freaked out. And I felt so bad.
You just see him as a child at that point. 'Cause he's a child self.
Well, yeah, except, like, he was the only person home with me. So it was, like, really confusing.
How are you supposed to know unless you did that?
I know.
Thankfully, because of that, you're able to find out more about your dad.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I mean?
But it's like, I don't know where that fits into the book.
I feel like dads, can you just talk about dads real quick? Like, it's like one of like my softest spots.
Okay.
Is talking about dads. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know, but you that relationship with your father is, everyone talks about the relationship with their mother. Yes, it's very important. They're nurturing. Honestly, they're the bedrock of a lot of households.
Sure.
But that want,
they're the funny ones.
And they're the funny ones. But that want and need to be with your, like, see your dad and stuff like that.
Yes.
It's just like, it's kind of wild. It's like this, it's like innate feeling that you're like, oh my God. And like the older I get, the more I've trying to be like soft. I've like not forgiven my dad. That's not the right word. He didn't do anything for me to forgive him, but understand him and love him unconditionally, which is really difficult to do when you see this as an imperfect person.
Totally.
And then you're like, oh, like this person is just like, at the end of the day, like a child who grew up to be an adult, probably in over their heads.
Yeah, definitely.
Give them the benefit of the doubt.
Right. Yeah, I think I was able to do that with my dad definitely towards the end of his life and maybe a little bit before. I think for me, what was difficult was my dad was so nervous about my being okay in the world.
Yes, and that's what it is.
That like he really did transfer a lot of that anxiety, it felt like anyway, to me. And it was hard to shake because I was like, it came in the form of him being hard to please. And I was like, okay, like if you're going to be this way, like I don't want a tough critic. I don't want like somebody who's like, you know, like it takes a lot for me to laugh, or it's like there's no need for that, I don't think. Right. And I think it is this thing that allegedly is, you know, supposed to make you tougher or better, and I'm just not sure it does. And so it was hard for me to shake that. But yeah, like what you're saying is like remembering that it's like, okay, well, he was literally kidnapped and like grew up in Soviet Russia.
You forget everything.
Right. And do I think that it would have been good for him to, I'm not saying like go to therapy, but like do a thing that was effectively that, such that he wouldn't have so much built up that when your 12-year-old daughter has a science project and she tells you it requires blindfolding, that you're not going to freak out as though she's your captor from Soviet Russia. Right? Yeah, right. Like I didn't need that reaction in that moment. But I mean, I got over it at the time and I can be over it now. But yeah, like, so I don't want to be that. I wonder if that's a page in this book.
I don't know. I think, how to react when you, if your daughter wants us to blindfold you.
How to make a paper airplane. Okay. Like most of these things.
My dad never taught me a single thing like that. My dad wouldn't even tell me to like mow the lawn because
same.
Look at me.
Right. How to open a bank account.
He never taught me that either.
You call.
Well, you have to go in. Back in the day, you went in.
Okay.
Actually, my mom helped me open my bank account.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, this is how to be a mom.
It's how to be a mom.
How to be a mom in replacement of a dad.
How to take a picture. My dad did not know how to do that.
My dad's never taken a photo.
Yeah, mow the lawn, rake leaves, and shovel snow.
Okay.
Shoveling snow, I am the worst at.
I will never do anything like that.
Oh, I do. I shovel snow.
Do you?
Yeah, I did it the other day.
Manly.
Yeah, I mean, it was really easy snow. How to build a campfire. Oh, yeah, what I was going to say is that, show the whole class, that any of these that I was reading on the train, I was like, oh, maybe I'll YouTube it. Like, you know, because
I think there's like a YouTube of a guy who like teaches things that dad are supposed to do, like how to tie a tie or something like that. And it's like really like wholesome and cute.
Yeah.
So like, you could definitely watch that. I think, to be quite honest, you're going to be a fantastic dad.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think, you're going to be a fantastic dad.
Thank you.
As I do think Kara's going to be a fantastic dad and mom.
I know.
Share the burden of it. Because it takes a lot to become one dad.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah.
I will say one last thing about my dad. It was very cute because like I agree, like how to be like protective of the world and stuff. And it's like taking him, not a beat to like get comfortable with seeing me with another guy. Yeah. But it has. Yeah. I get it.
Right.
But we went to Mexico seeing him. I didn't say Mexico this time. I said Mexico. And like he took a photo with me, and then he's like, okay. And then Bob was
good?
Oh no, they took a photo of us. And then he went, and Bob was next to us, and he goes, oh, and get Bob in too.
Oh,
that was really sweet.
That was really
that's
sweet. Like end of the movie type moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was, I thought that was like.
I'm going to be watching your dad the whole time at the wedding.
Oh my God.
Just laser focus.
You and me both.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may have to go say hi.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to say hi to all of them.
Can I tell you how many people have commented and texted me privately about the video of your families coming to Puerto Vallarta?
Why?
They're like, this is so exciting. This is so funny.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're like, I can't wait to meet Liz. I get a lot of that. I can't wait to meet Liz. I was like, oh, you're going to meet Liz.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you're going to do is meet Liz.
You know, my mom was like, I'm not going to be able to say this with a straight face because my mother is really the funniest. She's like, now, because with my mom, it's always, what do I wear?
Yes.
Everything, what do I wear?
Well, of course.
Okay, obviously
That's
we
important.
are cut from the same cloth, literally. But
so what do you wear to sleep?
Right.
Perfect.
No, but my mom was like, now, what do you think we should wear to pick up Eloise from the wedding? Because she's like, well, we're going to have to be right near the wedding.
Oh my God, come.
To pick up the baby from the wedding. What should I wear? I love
that question.
Isn't that the best question?
I love that question because it's really thoughtful.
It's like literally you're going to be seen for 1 minute. She's like, yeah.
But she's going to be seen.
Yeah.
That's very important.
And she's now doing her shopping and planning for the whole trip.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of love though. I really appreciate that.
What do you think I should wear?
Eloise is coming to the wedding, right?
Yeah, but she only stays up until 7.
Yes. Okay.
So she's gonna have the grandparents just coming to scoop her and bring her back to their room. But,
Yeah.
and I'm guessing, I mean, now that my mother has asked that question, my in-laws are going to be like, well, what should we wear?
Yeah.
So,
Well, obviously, you have to keep up with the Joneses.
Right.
Or in this case,
Right.
the mom.
yeah. So that's the question. But anyway.
Do you have any other 2025 goals besides becoming a dad?
Yeah, I mean, I have like particular like project goals, you know, like I'm working on a documentary. I want to do, you know, this or that show. Like I'm thinking like, okay, I want to do an hour. Do I want to tape it? I want to tape it, but I don't want to do a special.
I know what you mean.
Cause you know, like I'm releasing a special soon and you know, so that type of stuff. Where do I want to go? How do I like make enough money staying home? Because that's what I'm trying to do. Like, not to be like an MLM, but like make money while staying home.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
That's great. Let's be a content creator. Should we do food videos?
Yes.
Like, we should do, we should do a cooking video.
Okay.
One day.
All right.
We'll think about that offline.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, let's cook something.
Yes.
Now with TikTok going away.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever it is, let's see what happens.
Let's learn Chinese.
Let's learn Chinese.
We have to.
Konnichiwa. Is that Chinese?
I think it's Japanese.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Together we're racist. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's because I don't know Chinese and I need to download that.
Also, I might be wrong.
What's
but
that?
I think
Red Note?
Oh, Red Note.
Red Note?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I don't download it first.
No, you're
I'm not an early adopter.
No,
with
you're
that
like
stuff.
let somebody else test it out.
Yeah. Well,
what
I
benefit
never
do you have
remember.
for early adopting besides like cheaper subscription prices?
I don't know. Or like all the followers or whatever. But
yeah,
I can't.
It's too risky in
For
my
me.
mind. Even though it's probably really not risky at all. But like,
Yeah.
maybe I should download it. I'll think about it tonight.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I can never remember to open TikTok. And I did a stand-up thing to TikTok and Emily Walsh texted me. She's like, hey, I'm not sure if you know this, but like I had uploaded a stand-up video and it was like some really aggressive rap music that was just over the whole sound. And she's like, it seemed like a different message from the version on Instagram. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, that's just a mistake. I don't know how to use it.
Because it sometimes adds like rap
did.
music to your.
It did.
Imagine if that's what blew up. And that just became your thing.
Yeah.
And then that's how you got all these followers. So you have to stick with it.
Right. And like it was perfectly timed somehow. Yeah. But anyway.
Well, I think 2025 is going to be a great year. I don't know why. It has to be. Because
totally.
what else is the other option? I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Do you have like
Do I have
stuff?
any goals real quick? Do I have any goals? I need to have more goals.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want so Mika and I are going to do a little tour.
Okay.
Shout out to the tour. We have a name. I'm really excited
that's great.
for that.
Do you know that Mika and I are going to be on
I've heard. She told
Shark Tank in London?
Wait, why Shark Tank?
That's what it is. It's a show called Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
But it's Shark Tank. It's the Shark Tank that's in London.
Yeah, but something around like the podcast.
Her podcast. No, but it's not. It's because of. It's not like the content of us. It's the captioning. It's some app.
Yeah.
That used the episode of her podcast that I was a guest on.
Yeah.
Mika Mo, We're Done Here pod.
Great podcast.
Great podcast.
Great comedian.
Okay. Great comedian. Yeah.
Love
great
her.
person.
I mean, she's my girl. I love her.
Truly. Yeah. She's fantastic. So I was on her podcast. And then like a few months ago, we got this email like, hey, can we like sample this for a presentation about some app for Dragon's Den, which is Shark Tank. And it's airing Thursday. Isn't that funny?
Okay, we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna give us a clip. I think I want to watch.
Yeah,
I wanna put this together.
Totally.
We can do a little collab.
Yeah.
And then other than that, get married and be a good husband.
Yes.
And
You
I don't know.
will be.
I kind of want to. I hope so.
Yeah.
Sometimes. And I don't know. I feel like I need more comedy goals. Maybe get a TV credit.
Okay.
I don't have one. So
Sure.
if anyone has a TV credit they can give me, like, let me know.
Yeah. Do TM.
TM.
Yeah.
Maybe I could.
We should do TM.
We should do TM.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to chill, actually. Look at me.
No, but like I taught you how to do TM. I can review it over text. You can share the text.
Yeah.
If we clip that video,
Okay.
you can show my text.
Okay, we'll do that then.
Okay.
TM.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
This is good.
I love you. Bye.
I love you.
Thank
This
you.
Is a journey.
It is.
This is a big journey, but thank you for watching.
And listening to
Together We're Straight. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like
share
with
it,
everybody.
comment. Leave a 5-star review.
Please.
Send a gift certificate.
We should drop our Venmos.
Oh my God. Yeah, sure. At Liz-Glazer.
And at Jilberto S.
Okay. I'll take money. You want to send me money? You think I'm going to say no? No. Thank you.
Thank you
for the money.